I am the cousin of San Heng. I know San Heng more than anybody else, even their whole family, because I knew him for 7 years, 70 years. His family knew him for how many? 50 years? So, but I must say that on the first part of my talk, I know him well and I talk more. But my second part has already been taught by all the family. So it makes it easier for me to talk only what I knew him when he was small. I first met San Heng and his brother John when they were little boys. His stepmother, who happens to be my godmother as well. So we are almost like cousin brothers. We met at the great part. The father was a very great man, very generous man, and a very pleasing person. He bought a bungalow called the Rock Maiden. And we used to play in the Rock Maiden for all the school holidays every time. No? In fact, it was almost our bonding area. We were close, not only the children, his family and my family. My mother is the godmother's sister. So all the families during the holiday will go to Rock Maiden. In fact, if you ask his brother of today, wow, you remember Rock Maiden? I'm sure he remembers for life. Because when we were small, we were young, and San Heng was very bubbly. He was bubbly before he got married. he would take those, and he would give a lot of funny ideas about things, you know. And it's very good because it makes us close, makes us interesting, and he will do anything first. We then not go to that place, he will go first. And that's how he grows up today, where he meets a lot of people, and he met God. And I will then say that for all those years that I knew him, there were many things that I saw him in person. I haven't seen God, I've seen San Heng, I mean. And they say, if you are with a person long enough, you see everything in him. Because he cannot hide. He cannot just come forward to the bar and say, I did this, I conquered this, I conquered that. No. You see him. And I saw him in action. And people always say, if you see a man long, you know him. So I have many stories, but there's no time to tell. Otherwise, it'll be next year. So I have, however, 3 experiences with him which I can relate. So it's quite short. These experiences demonstrate the true good character of Lim San Heng, whom we always call Aheng Aheng. So I use Aheng in these 3 episodes. The first one was in 2004, talking about myself now this time. I had cancer and did a very big operation and was in a hospital lying. One evening, one person came and see me, and he introduced himself and said, your cousin, Lim San Heng, has asked me to pray for you. That time I didn't know God. Until today still don't know God. I'm a free thinker. So he was a very good man. So I said, okay, thank you very much. And he was a doctor, urology doctor, also good in urology operations. And he prayed for me for I think 1 or 2 minutes. Then I was surprised the next afternoon he came again at the same time and pray for me. And then he came again for the third time to pray for me. Then I didn't see him. Of course, he works in the hospital there. I was. And I had cancer, relapsed 2-3 times, 3 times. But after 5 years, luckily or strangely, it vanished. The cancer vanished. The doctor declared we were cancer free until today, 21 years later. And I begin to wonder, like the song says, how great thou art. So, I know Aheng was behind this. I was very grateful to him. Then the second one was his great auntie passed away. We were actually quite undecided what to do with the body. We are very close to the auntie also. So Aheng was so nice to allow his stepmother, my godmother, body to be not cremated yet, to be to have the Buddhist rites in his house. You know Buddhist rite? Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Whole day and night, 24 hours, 3 days, the whole thing before they take the body away. And I stood up in the eulogy to thank him for allowing such a thing to be done. And at the corner of my eye, as I was talking, I saw Aheng at the back weeping near the staircase of the house that his brother John built. What a great man Aheng was. A Christian and head of the Baptist church, allowing the whole Buddhist rite in his house with the joysticks and he had a great heart. He had a great heart. I know God forgave him for that time, but God praised him for being a good Christian to give the other cheek. Then the last one was when one day he came to KL, he gave me a card. I said, what is it for? He said, this is the card in memory of my, he said to me, in memory of my auntie. It is a foundation for the poor and deserving students in Sarawak. That was in Sarawak at that time. I don't know, it was extended somewhere else. So, and he was, I cannot remember, but he told me he gave a budget of 200,000. So much money he gave away in memory of his auntie. So, you see, he's a generous man, as the other people had said. So, in short, I would say that Aheng is a good man, simple man, a good father, like his father was, and he taught all his children to be very polite and respectful to people. Right? And he was a good Christian. I know whenever possible he talked to me about God. So